In the backdrop of the G20 summit, United Nations Secretary-General is on a mission to revive the Black Sea Grain Initiative, BSI or BSGI. The deal that facilitates export of grain from Russia and Ukraine lapsed in July. The African Union, AU, is set to join the G20 as negotiators agreed on clearing its membership. This was agreed in the discussions at the Sherpa meeting at a resort on the outskirts of Delhi. This will mean the 55-member AU will join the European Union as the only two regional bodies in the G20. India's food processing sector is expected to generate 9 million jobs by 2024, and by 2030 India's household consumption would quadruple, making it the world's fifth-largest consumer of food and food technology. On 18 August, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, issued guidelines enabling a borrower to transition from a floating interest rate-based loan to one with a fixed interest rate. Japan perceives a competition for leadership between India and China in the global south. Japan views that it is in its interest, and that of G7, that India assumes a prominent role in the global south, rather than China. The Centre has sought public comments on the draft guidelines for the prevention and regulation of dark patterns on the Internet, particularly in e-commerce platforms. The guidelines include ways to prevent and regulate false urgency, basket sneaking, confirm shamming, forced action, subscription trap, and more such dark patterns. The cost of a vegetarian thali rose 24% year-on-year, while a non-vegetarian thali's cost rose by a slow pace of 13% in August. The 10-member ASEAN nations have finally asked the military rulers in Myanmar to end the ongoing violence inside the country and implement the 5-point consensus that was reached between the two sides aimed at addressing post-coup crisis in the country. Crocodiles live in the Bhitarknika mangrove ecosystem, spread over 145 square kilometers, is dotted with innumerable creeks and mudflats preying on the fish and crabs. India is hosting the G20 summit in New Delhi as a culmination of its presidency, which it had inherited from December 2022. The success of the G20 summits hinges on a truce among fractious parties. In an historic Camp David summit in August this year, the leaders of the United States, Japan and South Korea began a new strategic partnership among three traditional allies. The outcome of the South Korea-Japanese trilateral meeting gives New Delhi and Seoul a unique opportunity to enhance their strategic partnership. Earlier in August, Iran recorded a scorching heat index of 700°C in the coastal part of the country. In July, UAE's best weather observer Colin McCarthy reported that the Persian Gulf airport recorded a heat index of 66.70°C.